Welcome back, folks. Happy Monday right there. That was this morning's sunrise. Looking out at Jack's Beach, right around 11 South. Coincidentally, right where I live. A little down the road from our next guest, Rona from the Bookmark. If you got some downtime, read a good book. We got beautiful weather right now, so take it out to the beach with you. Take it out to a park. Rona from the Bookmark. She's got always the best recommendations for us, and you always have some great events at your store.
We do. What fun. And any time's a great time to read, but this is a good time to sit by the pool or the beach or air conditioning in the couch, depending on your choices. So he's one of my favorite authors, and he actually is Jan-Philippe Senker. And The Language of Solitude, the author has traveled all over the world and worked all over the world, and he spent a lot of time in China. So this takes place in modern-day China. And it has to do with people in a small town who are dying, and it seems like maybe from some pollution from a plant. And all the repression and the difficulty of trying to get somebody to pay attention without some repercussions that are pretty serious. And it seems like an interesting time to get that information about China without sitting there and reading some history. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but this is a more fun way, and you really come out with a sense of what it's like to live there.
Very cool.
Which is way wonderful. This one is just so much fun. Just the title of it, Spaceman of Bohemia. I mean, you got the debut novel, and it's about the first Czech astronaut who goes to Venus and leaves home and becomes a rock star, basically, because he's Czech and he's in space.
Well, I love it already. I'm Dvorak, Czechoslovakian.
Right.
You know, heritage stuff. But this is a fiction. We haven't been to Venus yet.
It is a fiction, and he befriends what might be a spider, what might be his imagination. He's losing his mind a little bit. There are Russian rivals in space. And again, you get this little bit of history about, you know, Russia and Czechoslovakia and all this kind of stuff while you're, you know, flying around in space looking for dust from the cloud of Venus.
All right, all right. I'm interested. I like it. I like it. Beartown. What's this one?
Frederick Bachman is an all-time favorite. He wrote A Man Called Uwe, and my grandmother asked me to tell you she's sorry. All books that make the New York Times. This is about a small town that's depending on their hockey team to put them on the map and make them a success. And something happens to the star hockey player that just changes absolutely everything, some horrific something. And it starts off, chapter 1 is like 3 sentences and says, something horrific happened, and this is the story of how that happened.
All right, all
so
right.
You're hooked on page 1.
Hoping a hockey team puts you on the map.
That's right. Killers of Flower Moon, this is nonfiction, and this is David Grant. He did The Lost City of Z, so he's been to the Amazon. He knows how to tell a great story. This is not a very well-known story, I don't think. It's about, in the 1920s, people were killing the Osage Indians in Oklahoma, like dozens of them, because they were sitting on oil, and they had a lot of money. They were the wealthiest people in the nation at the time, and so there was a lot of competition, a lot of jealousy. And it gets into the history not only of that, but the FBI and Hoover and how they create this bureau to go out and investigate what's going on an Indian reservation.
All legit, based on real events?
All true.
Well,
so
that's sad.
It is sad, but it's fascinating.
We need to read about it, and we need to remember that.
We do need to remember it, and that's what's so good about it. Right, absolutely. Now, these are events. Wednesdays with Frank is just a really sweet, wonderful moment. Frank Green is a local writing mentor and Jacksonville native, and he's been the teacher to a lot of authors you know, Steve Barry, David Poyer. And so this is a book that members of his, quote, Bard Society that he's had for over 50 years have created to write essays about his effect on them as a writer. So Steve Barry will introduce Frank Green, Frank will answer questions, and all these other authors will be there to talk about writing and the importance of having somebody who can really help you get better at your craft.
We got this one mailed to us last week as well. So he's coming out to the store?
They'll be there Friday night.
All right.
So we're looking forward to it. It'll be a special event.
This Friday night?
Extraordinary Adventures. Daniel Wallace, he's the guy who did Big Fish. If you haven't read the book, you probably saw the movie with Jessica Lange. It's usually a little fantastical. This is a great story. Etzel Bronsman, by the name you know, he's sort of a nerdy little character, not to besmirch a name. And he gets a call and he wins a vacation, all-paid vacation to Destin, Florida. There's just one hitch. It's for a couple. And he's not a couple.
And
so
he's got to find a date. He has
79 days to find somebody to be the other half of his couple. So it's sweet and poignant and a little, oh my God, please don't do that kind of a story.
That's similar to I Love You Man, I think, the movie, where the guy was getting married and he didn't have a best man because he had no friends.
Oh,
so
that's
the whole
sad.
Movie. I know. 79 days, I feel pretty good about. He should be able to find somebody.
Let's be optimistic for him.
Yeah, I think he can find somebody.
Keep Etzel in your heart. It'll
I will.
Okay.
I will. Plus, if it's based in modern day, he can use a bunch of different apps to find somebody that he.
Okay, Etzel, if you're listening, call Curtis if you have any questions. He'll help you out.
Tinder, Grindr, there's so many different ones. There we go.
We've become a dating site in addition to a reading.
Right.
I love it. Okay.
Tower
Dog. This is also nonfiction, and this is by someone who's been a playwright and a journalist, so he knows how to write. And 15 years ago, he decided he was going to become one of those people who climbs 200 feet on the top of the cell tower so that you can have your connection and find your dates, and, you know, not you, but others can, Bronfman can find his date so he can go on his. So it's the most dangerous job in America. Yeah. So it should be fascinating stories about the downtime, and then all of a sudden, you know, your adrenaline rushes, you got to go up 200 feet.
I've actually looked into that job. When I was leaving the previous gig, since I climbed on light towers a lot, I looked into that job because people don't know this, the light bulb on the very top, the red blinking light bulb that planes have to avoid. How do you think that gets changed?
Wow, yeah. You were going to be the light bulb changer.
It's a great gig.
It sounds
like you said, it's the most dangerous gig. You get hazard pay. It's crazy how much you get paid to go change a light bulb.
Right, so but there's a reason.
There's a reason. It's very dangerous.
Right. Yeah. So he's going to come and tell you that.
So these are actual stories of him.
Actual stories of him doing that.
All right, I'm going to have to read that one.
Good.
Another career choice.
Stick with the one you got. Keep your day up.
When Casey finally gets tired of me. All right, so all these events, they're on the website, right?
They are on the website, and they're exciting. We've had lots of great authors lately. They make the New York Times list. It's just been an embarrassment of riches. So come on down. That's why they come. They come to meet their fans and talk to you and see what you like.
And it's a great place for meeting the authors and events. It's such an intimate setting right there in Atlantic Beach. So.
Yeah, you can have
Neptune Beach right at the border.
Right, personal, upfront, face-to-face time.
Very cool. Appreciate you joining us.
Thank you.
All right, you want to win a little shopping money? We got a $25 gift certificate for one lucky viewer. Just text bookmark to 25543 by 3 p.m. One winner will be chosen at random. You must be at least 18 to enter. And again, you can go check her out at the Bookmark down in Neptune Beach there.
Thanks.
Appreciate it. All right, he's competed on